My Lakota name is Taopi Wicagloglaca Win. In translation is a woman who brings back the wounded. My uncle was in the Korean War, and he was a medic. So when one of his comrades or that whoever got wounded in there during the war, he would bring them back across the DMZ zone. So when he came back, when I was 2 years old in Spring Creek, we used to have Wachipi there, and he held me in his arms. He held me, and I remember all the people there, and it was to me it was just I was in my mind. I was going through the learning process, I guess, about the Lakota name. But I felt something there that, a lot of people were listening there, watching what was going on. And that's how I got my name, and my daughter made this for me, Taopi Wicagloglaca Win. And she made a poster for me that says, my mom's Lakota name, woman who brings back the wounded. She said, we are wounded in a way our language is not strong, but we're wounded in a way, so she's trying to bring back the way of life. And I need that reminder, I said. So we have to step up when we have names like that and continue on with the Lakota way of life, learning the learning process. So when I went to work at the school system 28 years ago, they passed out these medicine wheels in our bilingual department. So I took that, and I wanted to elaborate more on that because why are the colors so important? Why do we use? And the children only said then that that's because we are Lakota. That's the only thing that was helping them identify themselves as Lakota, American Indian, Native American. I always say that to tell them there's more than just we don't say Indian, we say American Indian or Native American. And I talked about the animals in each direction, and I said, you can draw on there, or we gave a magazine, so you can find the animals and glue them on there, or some you can draw. So they started doing that, and they just put them like that, and make sure that the black is always west direction. Red is north, yellow is east, white is south. So that is the process that we started, and I started to collect the animals. Shunka, horse. Shunka, wakia, the lightning, the thunder beings. And there's a reason why they're beings. We call them beings because we're all human in nature. We're all have that life in us. That life of kindness, the life of helping one another. Because as relatives, when we say Midaku Oyaski, we acknowledge somebody as Kola, Moshke, or Tui, auntie, uncle, brother, sister, grandmother, grandfather. We acknowledge them, and they acknowledge us. As much as we put our feeling of compassion, we had a feeling of compassion. We encourage the children to always hug their relative. Hug your relative. And by watching the animals too out there, learn how they behave. When you learn how they behave, then you will learn to take care of yourself, respect yourself. By watching animals, how they take care of themselves, their necks, like their puppies or kittens, how they take care of them. And then you will learn to take care of others too, by being polite, by having that kindness in your heart, having that stepping up and say, oh, giving them a hug, oh, and then the boys will say, oh, kula, kula. And you go on and you learn about the buffalo and the bear, and you keep going. The north direction, the red, yellow, east, white, the south, and black. We already did this, but every part has a deer, and the yellow part has a elk and the antlers, and then always have them touch that antler, feel that antler. That's how close you'll get to the deer when it's, when we have the deer just offered themselves to us to feed the people, and that's respecting us, and in turn we respect and we, nurture whatever we have. And sometimes the children will say, no, I don't want to touch that. They really back away. But say, no, that's your relative. You don't treat your relatives like that. You treat your relatives with respect. You don't turn around and take off. You acknowledge. Even when you look up in the sky, there's a lot of things out there that the relative Wambli can see that we can't see. But you can see too by eating the right foods. You have good eyes. You can see the board, read the board that's on there, do your work. Take care of your house too. The hawk is always there, always in the air too, flying around and looking around and probably trying to take care of. Maybe if you're walking down the path or meadow, maybe Wambli will come around and maybe there's a snake there. Nab it and take it away, taking care of you so you won't get bit. And the 4 directions is very important. Someday you will go in each of the directions. And Tukashila is above us, will always watch you, take care of you. And Unjimakha, we're right on Unjimakha, sitting on Unjimakha. That's why we don't spit on the ground, we don't throw trash. Unjimakha doesn't like that. If you sit there and somebody's throwing trash at you or spitting at you, you wouldn't like that, so you don't want to do that. So that's where the practice, we have to keep doing it. We constantly practice this. And we do this in the mornings at the beginning of the class, morning meetings. And they go back and then they study, do their work in their desk, and maybe one of them will get fidgety or get frustrated or can't get that what's on the board or what's in that book. Okay, let's go back to the circle. It could be 1 or it could be 2 or 3. Light this again and calm yourself. You can say something in your own mind, or you can say Tankashila, Omakia. That goes a long ways. It'll last you the whole day, the whole week, the whole month, the whole year. Keep that practice going of respect while you only have. And that is going to be something that's, you'll be thankful for yourself. And I'd like to add the song, the 4 direction song that we can all learn, all the children can learn. Wiyok beata kia etuaye nitru kashila he chia he yakeye chekiaye ahitu wayake ye wazia takia etuaye nitru kashila ahitu wayanke ye chekiaye chekiaye ahitu wayanke ye wiyo hempatakia etuaye nitro kashila ahitu wayanke ye chekiaye chekiaye ahitu wayanke ye Ito kagatakia etuaye nitro kashila ahitu wayanke ye chekiaye chekiaye ahitu wayanke ye wakatakia etuaye nitro kashila ahitu wayanke ye chekiaye chekiaye ahitu wayanke ye makatakia etuaye hechia unchi makaki eyanke ye chekiaye chekiaye anogopta eyanke ye midakayas in Pilamayapi. What's that?